Welcome everyone to the TikTok Fight Club 25 pre-show here live from the T-Mobile Arena. And so welcome to the desert. We are live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for TikTok Fight Club 25. I am Vlogmore. I'm joined by Coach V and our special guest, Big Mike. Gentlemen, look at this card from the top to bottom. It's arguably the biggest night in TikTok Fight Club history. And so it's a tactical nightmare, Vlogmore. We've got legends making debuts, and champions are looking to cement their legacy. Uh, Big Mike, what do you think? I'm just here for the KOs, man. This heavyweight division tonight, someone is living in an ambulance. Well, let's fly through the early action as we're gonna start with our man who is on the screen right now, who are at the screen right now, and you can see it right there. It's gonna be um Darren Elkins versus Mirsad Batek, and you will see this big fight. And so and so everything is the best. But what do you think, Coach B? Uh, and so, well, first, before you say something, Mirsad is 1-0 in TikTok Fight Club and is looking like a future star. What do you think, Coach B? Betik is a better athlete, but Elkins is a zombie. If Mizard doesn't finish him early, Elkins dogs him into the deep end. My prediction is Betek by decision. What do you think, Big Mike? I like the underdog, Elkins by damage. Elkins by damage. That's a good bring up. All right, and now moving up to the women's side, we have Paige Van Zant versus Morose. Paige is on a quick turnaround, too quick. Morose is, what do you think, Big Mike? I mean, it's too quick. Morose is 2-0 and mean. She's going to bully Paige. My prediction is Morose by TKO. Well, that's a good turnaround, Big Mike. But anyways, Coach B, what do you think? I think Paige Van Zant is gonna lose because fighting way too quick is very dangerous. I mean, I could agree to that. And now, as we move on to the Hammer is back, ladies and gentlemen. The legend himself, Mark Coleman, will fight Wilt Harris. What do you think, Coach B? Well, you know, the legend versus the new school. Harris has the speed, but if Coleman gets those hands on him, it's ground and pound city, bitch. Well, very nice, very nice. Well, excuse the language by Coach B. But anyways, I'm going, what do you think, Big Mike? Well, I'm going with Harris. That athleticism is just too much for the vet right now. Well, my opinion is, well, right now, since, you know, you have to respect the legends, I'd have to go with Walt Harris because I don't think Mark could overthrow him or else be not against him, but, you know. But let's move on to the next fight, which is the heavyweights division once again. And it's Alexander Kuffiston versus Werdum. Werdum is a wizard on the ground, but the Mauler has those long arms. If it stays standing, Alexander Kuffiston win. But if he's hit on the mat, Werdum submits him in 30 seconds. My prediction is Werdum by submission. Well, that's very good, Big Mike. Who do you have winning this one, Coach B? Well, I think it's either Alexander Gustafsson or Werdum. I'm not sure on who, but it's gonna be an interesting fight. All right, and now let's move on to the women's flyweight redemption arc, as we have Grasso technically better, but you know, she's not up there yet of redemption, should we say? But But what do you think, Coach B? I mean, Grasso, you know, like what you said, is technically better. But Friot, the beast for a reason. She's the beast for a reason. She's too strong, but I have to go with Friot. All right, Friot. You're going for Friot? Okay, okay. And now let's move on. What do you think, Big Mike? I'm not sure on these. I think, well, by seeing Alexa Grasso is, she is very strong, but Grasso, her record speaks for herself. I know she has a legendary MMA record under UFC, but here on TikTok Fight Club, I don't know. I have to go with the beast for this one. All right, let's move on to the next women's bout, which is Raquel Pennington versus Chris Cyborg. Rocky is fighting for her life here. Well, against Cyborg, that's a tall order right there, Vlogmore. Cyborg just won at TikTok Fight Club 24 at the last event, and she looks unstoppable. My prediction is Cyborg by knockout once again. She's gonna have a clinic with this one. Well, Raquel Pennington is also returning for Big Mike, right, Big Mike? I mean, right, Coach B? Yeah, she is returning, but I don't know. I'm not sure what Raquel Pennington is gonna be doing here because she's not having a good time here. But yeah. And now let's move on to the next fight, which will be an elite tier fight, as everyone says it. It's Whitaker versus Gastelum, and this is a middleweight fight between Calvin Gastelum and Robert Whitaker. But here, what do you think, Coach B? This is a chess match, Vlogmore. If Whitaker is faster and Gastelum has the chin, but I think Rob uses his karate to stay outside and pick Calvin apart. My prediction is Whitaker by unanimous. You think? Okay. What do you think, Big Mike? Well, Calvin Gastelum is the second ever TikTok. No, yeah, he's the first ever TikTok middleweight champion, if I believe, by looking at these notes. Yeah, he was the first ever TikTok middleweight champion, and then lost it to the legend Anderson Silva, and then landed to the hands of your hands, by the way. Yeah, I know it landed in my hands, obviously, but yeah. And then you lost it to Aaron Doe, and then you regain it to become the two-time champion here on TikTok by winning that middleweight champion again. Yes, thank you. And now, obviously, I know it's gonna hurt, but you lost to Alexander Ruddick for that title. Yes, I did lose to. No, was it? No, it was Jocto he lost it to. Yeah, I was about to say, but yeah. But let's now move to the co-main event, which will be Kai Kara France versus Alexandre Patonja. It's Don't Blink versus the Cannibal. Big Mike, what do you think? I mean, Patonja is the dog. He doesn't care if he gets hit to give one, but Kai is too fast. My prediction is Kai Kara France by second round knockout. You think Kara France will win by second round knockout? Okay. What do you think, KHB? I might have to go with the Cannibal for this one. He's been an underdog here on TikTok Fight Club. But what do you think is gonna happen though? I think there's gonna be a knockout. Okay. But who? Patonja. Alright. And as that is it in the lightweight throne, because this is themed as TikTok Fight Club 25. The lightweight throne is up for grabs. But the lightweight throne, Justin Gaethje defends his title against the power of Josh Emmett. Justin is 1-1, but the KO over Chandler was terrifying. Emmett, I don't know, it's hard to say, but he's 0-2, but we know he is a one-punch equalizer. What do you think, Coach B? Justin has to be smart here. If he fights like a maniac, he walks into Emmett's right hand. He needs to use those legs kicks to take away Josh's power base. What do you think, Big Mike? I've been a fighter myself. I have sparred with guys like Emmett. You can't breathe around him. But Gaethje is different. He likes the fire. I'm going with the champ. Oh, you're going with the champ? Okay. What do you think will go for this one, Coach B? Gaethje by tactical violence, third round TKO. Okay. I'm sticking with the king, Justin Gaethje, to retains in a fight of the year contender, because I won most of those contenders. Not fight of the year, but performance of the night by CapCut, presented by CapCut. And so, well, now we reach the high point, and ladies and gentlemen, the lights are dimming, the crowd is roaring, And the first walkout is just minutes away. Don't go anywhere as TikTok Fight Club 25 starts right now. Let's send it up to the commentary booth. Well, hello everyone. I'm back from the commentary booth, and you can see right here is Elkins versus Betek. Is now let's send it down to the octagon. And look who is coming over here, making his ring walk. He is Mirsad Betek. He is fighting out of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Sorry if I butchered that name, but you can see right there, he has lost 4 fights in his entire professional career, and he has won 13 fights, and he had 17 fights in his pro MMA career. Remember, TikTok Fight Club records don't affect their professional records, which is a separate identity. But it's a testament of willpower. And here comes the main man himself, and it's Darren Elkins. Darren Elkins, you can see right there. He's here to give a fight of the West, he says. I don't know how that's possible. Is it reasonable with you? But he's here to fight. So TikTok Fight Club is presented by TikTok Shop, by TikTok Live, and TikTok Shop and CapCut. And it's also being presented here on Kick, as well as YouTube here on our prelims. As I said, there are preliminary fights here. And look at this. Let's look at the tail of the tapes. Elkins is 36. And 29, so that means he's older, he has the height, and he has 1 inch reach advantage. And so let's send it down to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 13 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Mirsad Betek.
Mirsad Betek.
And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 28 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Portage, Indiana, USA, Darren the Damage Elkins. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Herb Dean will give the instructions here. He points at the fighter.
You ready to fight?
And here comes Betek and Elkins. As you can see right now, Elkins delivering the big shots. Doing everything he can right now. Punches him right there. Continuing the advantage. Betek grabs him in a one-tag range. Delivers a jab and a right hand. And continuing, Elkins. You know, Elkins, he has a storied history in the TikTok Fight Club. But look at that. Continuing to grab him. Remember, all fights on the undercard are 3 5-minute rounds, as our main event, which is a championship fight, is a 5-minute round, which means that it's going to be a best night of the showing. And so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 1. Sorry, we didn't play that screen earlier. But here we go. The crowd is chanting USA against the Canadian. I think that's going to agile title. Well, technically he is fighting out of Canada. He's representing his, Bosnia.
Let's go! Get him off you! Get him off!
Now look at this. Attack. Doing everything he can right now. But continuing the advantage is Tech now on the ground, and now on top of him is Elkins.
Posture, elbows, wrap around his back of his neck. Grab him, hold him down.
And you can hear the coaches saying, hold him by the neck and hold him down. And now watch the hook. I don't know if they're doing what the coaches are saying today, but just watching this fight with a ground and pound. Now look at that shot. You can see delivering the chances, and look at this. Elkins already has an arm. Elkins could win this by submission. Alright, look at this. It could be possible that Elkins wins by submission here in the first. Could he do it? Could he get the first winner off? Could he get the first win? Is this gonna take him to the advantage that he's been looking for in 10 seconds? And he taps out. Wow! Well, he got it. And look at that armbar submission. He actually got that armbar in. And we're gonna send it to Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 54 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Darren the Damage Elkins.
Well, Darren the Damage Elkins. He wins by this one.
I roll out with no cash on me, calm now with no mash on me. Stay away from these ashy youths where they come around and get ash from me. That's 5,000 capacity, 5,000 capacity.
Well, let's send it to the post-fight interview. To our announcer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called the stop to this contest and declares the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Darren the Damage Elkins at 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Wow, what a fight, ladies and gentlemen. This fight could not be the best. Well, Darren, they don't call you the Damage for nothing. You walked into your TikTok Fight Club debut as a massive underdog. You took some heavy shots early from Batek, and then you pulled out a rabbit out of the hat, and you walk us through in the armbar, and walk us through on how that armbar worked. Man, everyone counts me out every single time. Mirsad is a great athlete. He's fast, he's strong, and he hit me with some bombs early. But I've been in this game for too long. I felt him get comfortable in my guard. I felt his posture break for 1 second, and I snatched that arm, and I wasn't letting it go. This is my house now. Well, we saw your training relentlessly on your wrestling, but your jiu-jitsu was the story tonight. Did you expect the finish to come on the ground against a guy as explosive as Batek? I expect a dogfight every time I step in here. If you don't kill me, I'm coming for you. I don't care if it's a knockout, a submission, or a bloody decision. I'm here to grind you down. TikTok Fight Club, look at my face. I take the damage and I give it back tenfold. 1-0 in the promotion. Let's go. A massive statement to start off the night. Derek Elkins pulls off the upset. Who do you want next in the featherweight division? Give me anyone. give me the top 5. I'm here to work at Vegas. I love you guys. See y'all later. Wow. Well, let's send it to the desk very quick before our next fight. Well, gentlemen, we are one fight in and the brackets are already busted. Coach V, Big Mike, did you see an armbar coming from Elkins? Unbelievable technique. Tick was winning every second of that fight until he wasn't. He got lazy in that transition, and Elkins, who is a veteran for a reason, capitalized. That is a massive hardware check for the young prospect. Big Mike, what do you think? I told you guys Elkins was a zombie. You can't just beat him. You have to put him into the dirt. And VedTech let him hang around, and he paid for it with his what an opener. Well, our next fight coming right up right now. It's Ashley Evans Smith taking on Viviana Araujo. This is going to be an epic fight, and so let's now send it to the octagon to Bruce. Well, not Bruce Buffer, but let's send it down to the octagon. And here's our referee.
You ready?
All female fighters are ready.
Fight.
And let's now send it to the first down. And here's the first round. We have Ashley Evans Smith taking on Viviana Araujo from Brazil. She is delivering big pressure here. Ashley Evans Smith delivering the power here, and look at that. Continuing the advantage here. And look at that.
Hey, keep moving. Hey, take that shot. Take the shot.
Oh, and controlling the distance right there. And a big shot by Vinny Araujo. Landing the big shot as Ashley Evans Smith delivers a big blow. Now continuing the ground. Up. Delivering the big chances here. Now grabs her. And looking at shooting distance right now. Ashley Evans Smith going to capitalize on that. But Viviana Araujo right now trying to find her ways into this round. Continuing her advantage right now. Continuing the advantage here. I was looking at what they were going to do next. But they are just punching each other right now. Yeah, they're controlling the distance, as you can see. But, delivering the big shots right now. And continuing the power by Viviana Araujo. As Ashley Evans Smith gets knocked down and goes on top of Viviana Araujo. And now look at this. She holding a tight guard. Delivering the big punch right now. 10 seconds left in the first. Alright. Let's look at the first round. And you can see right here A big power punch by Vivini Arujo that knocked down Ashley Evans Smith, which that one hurt her. By now, if she look at that what she needs to worry about, that kick from Arujo. That kick from Arujo could have led to that knockout.
Okay, round 2, you ready? You ready?
And let's start round number 2. As they land the first punch. Now delivering a big chance right there. Vivini Arujo trying to go right there. Oh, and landed a big shot, Ashley Evans Smith. Continuing the punishment. Oh, big shots. Another big shot. That big shot lands for Vivini. Now continuing the power here. Delivering the big shot is Evans Smith with that one. Ashley Evans Smith. She's a good fighter to fight against if you're trying to make an impact. Oh, and continuing the power by Ashley Evans Smith. Look at this power. And Vivini Arujo controlling to see what she's trying to study Ashley Evans Smith. Ashley Evans Smith not giving her a chance to study. She's landing those big shots. And there's soon to be women's gold introduced as a possible. We're not sure yet. But Ashley Evans Smith continuing those big shots. Oh, look at that. Continuing the shots. Continuing that big shot again. They're telling them to go. They're telling them to go for the double leg. I don't know if they could reach for the double leg. To Ashley Evans Smith. Ashley Evans Smith taking some big shots right now. And we go to the third round. And look at that shot right there. That was from the second round, by the way. And a big shot field as we go on to round number 3.
Sit down, relax. We got one more round. This is it.
You ready?
And let's go. Round number 3 is down. Cut this fight go distance. And it's looked like it may not. Vivini Arujo just went down. Actually, Evans Smith is now hurt. I don't think this is gonna reach the end. This is gonna end early, even though it's the last and final rounds. Actually, Evans Smith continuing that shot, and she has 39% of the total strikes damage done to Vivini Arujo. As it's 3 minutes and 47 in the third round, remaining of the third round. And now look at that, grabbing her, out circle her, trying to go down to the body now. Oh, down it goes. Gabriel Rujo goes down. Gabriel Rujo trying to do everything in their power just to get that win. Oh. Did we see a knockout? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Goes down. Taking her down to ground and pound. And it's the referee says it's over. Ashley Evans Smith wins by a knockout. Wow. Well, let's send it to Bruce Buffer for this one to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 1 second of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Ashley Evans Smith.
Ashley Evans Smith. Well, let's now send it to our announcer for our post-fight interview. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest in the third round, and the final round was, declaring the winner by a knockout. Ashley, the Rebel Girl, Evan Smith. Ashley, the T-Mobile Arena, it's on its feet. You were down on the scorecards. You're going into the third. We know you for your wrestling, but you just put the lights on one of the most dangerous strikers in the division. Where did that right hand come from? Vlogmore, I've been counted out since TikTok Fight Club 5. Everyone said I was just a wrestler, that I couldn't trade with a girl like Vivi. But my team at Rebel Gym, we've been working on that counter right for 6 months. I saw her jaw dipping, her head. Every time she threw the jab, I timed it, I closed my eyes, and I swung for the fences on the ground, for the ground and pound. You looked hurt in the second round. Rujo was landing heavy leg kicks and body shots. What was the conversation like in your corner before that final round and the first round that you took? My coach looked in me in the eyes and said, Ashley, you're 0-1 in this cage. Do you want to go home a loser, or do you want to be a legend? And I decided right then, I'm not losing tonight. I don't care about the pain. I'm here to stay. Vegas, how do you like me now? A massive performance. You just shook up the flyweight rankings. What's the message to the rest of the division? I'm coming for that gold. I heard there was going to be introducing soon. So Manon, Alexa, watch your back. The Rebel Girl is officially in the building. Oh, wow. All right, gentlemen. All right, Coach V and Big Mike, I'm going to be down there. And so, yeah. Okay, it's been 2 fights, 2 massive upsets, ladies and gentlemen. Coach V, Big Mike, we just saw a wrestler outstrike a knockout artist. How does this happen? It's the Vegas magic, Logmore. Arujo got overconfident. She thought she had the fight won after the second round and started lunging in. Evan Smith showed incredible composure to find that chin. That was a textbook counter. Big Mike, well, I'm losing money tonight, man. I had a VV by knockout, and instead I'm watching her get carried out. Ashley showed a massive heart to come back from that second round and find that finish. That's what TikTok Fight Club is all about. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right before we move on to the next fights, this is really a big show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But now, I think it's time, and it's time it is, for our next big fight, and let's send it down to the octagon.
You ready? You ready? Let's go fight.
And let's start the first round underway. As landed the first punch. Probably somebody missed it, but I'm sorry about that. But look at that shot. And you can see right there that Paige Van Zandt delivering the trading blows. Continuing the power. And now Paige Van Zandt doing everything she can right now. And you can see right there. Hitting the legs, hitting the jab. Another kick. A jab and a high kick. A left hook. Trying to go for every shot she can in her arsenal. Continuing the strikes right now. The crowd is chanting USA. Because I don't know if you know about Morose. She's Brazilian.
Keep moving. Protect your face, hands up.
And continuing the big shot right now. With everything in her power to do. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget our main event, which is Justin Gaethje versus Josh Evans. It's Josh Emmett for the TikTok Lightweight Championship.
Let's recompose and let's get going now.
Well, look at that. Continuing the big strikes by Paige Van Zandt. Paige Van Zandt needs to figure out what she needs to do. There's that big punch. Continuing that big shot. Oh, and look at that punch. That punch hit clean. Oh, and continuing the punching power. Oh, and continuing the big strike right now. And there goes the first round. And you can see it right there. Landing that big punch is Paige Van Zandt. Look at that power punch. She's doing everything she can right now. But can she deliver?
Breathe for me. Get some water. Perfect. How do you feel? Awesome. Your cardio is great. You're working great. Everything you did.
The coach is telling her she's working great.
You ready? You ready? Let's go fight.
And here comes the next round number 2. And the crowd is chanting USA in favor of Van Zandt. And look at that. Trying to find that power. Oh, and continuing that shot. Oh, look at that. No one ducks that punch. Anything saved. Delivering a big power shot right now. And a big punch. You can hear the crowd chanting USA in favor of Paige Van Zandt. And if you look at that big power shot right there, Paige Van Zandt is in the most encouraged power, as we can see right now. Oh, and landing a clean punch right there. Landing the double. Oh, and look at that. Pressuring her. The coach is saying get some offense. But right now, Paige Van Zandt has a cut in her forehead.
It's okay. Use your defense. Use your defense now. Get out of there.
Oh, and
Double leg takedown.
we're not sure what just happened right there. She probably flipped over from that
You're good. You're good.
takedown. And look at that.
Focus. Just like that. Stay strong. Stay
And
strong.
look at that. 19 seconds remaining. Paige Van Zandt delivering some elbows right now.
Right, no more strikes. Clean, good job.
And the referee says that round is over. And look at these replays. Oh, and a big shot by Van Zandt.
Relax. Breathe. All right, here's some water. Now listen, I want you.
You ready? You ready? Let's go fight.
And let's go to the second round. I mean, to the third and final round, I believe. Yeah. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. Just looking at these notes and starting off this round, a big heavy hand. Oh, takes her down against the cage.
Oh, boy, what a shot. You're all right. Relax. Get out of there. Keep the pressure on. Everything's landing.
Will this go to the judges? That's what everyone's asking.
Put your hands up.
Will this go to the judges?
All right. Let's move now. Let's breathe and move.
Oh, tries to land that big punch. Paige Van Zandt.
All right, you're okay. Okay, let's focus. Let's focus now.
Morose
Don't give up now.
trying her best here. Tries to land that punch.
Hands up. Hands up. Hands high. Hands high.
Paige Van Zant. The coach is telling Aaron Morose to hit her one more time. Maybe that will ensure that knockout. Oh, and a big punch that makes Morose bleed. Continuing that pressure. Ten seconds in the round. Landing the big shots, and we go to the judges' scorecard. And let's head
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, 12-gauge Paige Van Zandt.
Well, Paige Van Zandt wins from a unanimous decision. And what a chance. Well, let's send it to let me head up to the cage right now to conduct this post-fight interview. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a unanimous decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27 in favor of Paige 12-gauge Van Zandt. Well, Paige, look at you. You are wearing the battle scars of a true warrior. You took this fight on a lightning fast turnaround after TikTok Fight Club 24. Everyone said you were crazy, and you just shot out an undefeated Iron Woman. How did you dig that deep? Vlogmore, I love the blood. I love the grit. Everyone thinks I'm just a girl who likes the cameras, but I'm a fighter through and fighter throughout. And Mariana is as tough as they come. She broke my nose in the second. She cut me open, but I told myself I wasn't leaving that cage without the W tonight. I needed this. We saw you completed change the momentum in the 3rd round. You were landing heavy combinations that opened up her nose. Was there a moment you felt the fight was over? Was yours? In the 3rd round, I saw her breathing through her mouth. I knew I had her. I just kept the pressure on. I kept the volume up, and I didn't let her breathe. This turnaround was the best decision I ever made. I'm back, Vegas. I'm back. Well, you just handed Morose her first TikTok Fight Club loss. What's next for 12-gauge? I'm gonna get stitched up, get a burger, and then I'm looking for a top 5 opponent, and I'm not going anywhere. All right. Well, let me go down. All right. Well, 3 fights, 3 incredible results. Coach V, Big Mike. That was a bloodbath, 30-27 for Van Zandt. What do you think? What did the scorecards reflect? What you saw? Absolutely. Page 1, the wrestling exchanges and her volume was just higher. Morose landed more individual damage, should we say. Shots in the 2nd round, but Paige never stopped moving. The forehead cut was gnarly, but she fought right through the crimson mask. Well, that's the 12 gauge we've been waiting to see. She fought with a chip on her shoulder tonight. To take those shots from a power hitter like Rose and keep coming forward, that's respect. My bracket is officially dead, but my heart is pumping. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our mini co-main event, you can call this, which is Jeremy Stevenson Stevenson versus Alexander Hernandez. And so let's take this down to the octagon.
Ready. You ready to fight?
Herb Dean is our referee. Oh, look at that big power shot. Continuing that big shot by Hernandez. Hernandez taking a big pressure from Stevenson. We can see a knockout clinic here. And this is Hernandez's TikTok debut. Oh, and look at that big power shot from Hernandez. Hernandez landing a big shot that sends down Hernandez and Stevenson landed that big elbow. Oh, and big shot. Continuing the big shot, as you can see, Hernandez trying to deliver some big shots to Stevenson, but Stevenson rolls after his leg got picked up. Shots right now. Stevenson's. Delivering a huge punch right now. Continuing the dangerous shot over here. Delivering the big shots. 5 seconds remain. And the first round is over. Well, let's look at. Well, something happened with our screen, so give us a second as we kind of come back. Give us a second here. As something happened to our screen, so we're having technical difficulties, so give us a few moments or a few minutes right now. We'll be right back after this break.
With Little Caesar's new $5.99 mix and match, the pizzas are large and you're
Won't you stay with me? Won't you stay with me? Won't you stay with me? Run away with me. Won't you stay with me? 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 Won't you stay with me?
All right, we are back in action.
Good.
As we had a little bit of a problem right there, but we're back again. We're sorry, we apologize to everyone and our fans. We didn't want the prelims to have an error right like that.
Good shot. Work your 1 and 2. You're okay. You're okay.
But here you go. As we start the second round underway. We are sorry about that.
Let's go. Keep pushing forward. You're okay. Let's focus. Let's focus now.
Pull a big chance now. I don't know what was that, but a big chance and delivers that shot. As you can see right there, Alexander Hernandez landing the big shots.
Come on, pop the jab, pop the jab. Calm down, it's okay. Exactly like that.
Oh, look at that, landing the big shot. And continuing the big shot is Alexander.
Let's get it. Get out of there.
Landing the big shot. Oh, and a big shot to the body. Just drops him down. And that's over. And it's over in the second round. I don't know if that's counting as TKO. But just look at that. Boom, uppercut. Boom. And then I think he landed just one big shot. And he took him down to his limits. And he sent it down to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 17 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alexander the Great Hernandez.
Well, let's now go to our post-fight interview. All right. Let's go to our post-fight interview, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a referee has called a stop to this contest and is declaring your winner by a knockout, Alexander the Great Hernandez. Alex, welcome to the TikTok Fight Club. We've seen a lot of debuts, but coming here and putting out the lights of a man like Jeremy Stevenson, that is a statement. Walk us through the finishing sequence. Vlogmore, I told everybody, the Great isn't just a nickname, it's a reality. Jeremy's a dog, he's a legend, but he's the old guard. I'm the new wave. I saw him loading up that big right hand all first round, and then the second I baited him in with that lead hook. He dipped right into the power and boom, lights out. Good night, Las Vegas. You seemed completely unfazed by his legendary power in the first round. Was there a moment you felt he had his timing down? From the first exchange, he's slow, he's powerful, sure, he's predictable. I'm too fast, I'm too technical. And talk about technical, I know some of y'all, there was a timeout here in the arena because there was technical problems. But yeah, and I'm too hungry, and I didn't come to TikTok Fight Club to be a mid-tier guy. I came here to take off the head of the king, Justin Gaethje, Josh Emmett. Let's look at what I just did to a man who doesn't get knocked out. I'm the boogeyman of this division now. A massive debut victory. Where does Alexander Hernandez go from here? To the top. Give me the top 10 guy, and I'll show him who's the best. I'll show him who is the best in this ring. And I'm the best athlete this promotion has ever seen, and I've just proved it. See you at the after party. Well, unbelievable. Jeremy Stevens hasn't been putting away like that in that long time. Coach B, Big Mike, did you just see the birth of a new title contender? That was elite level counter strike. Hernandez didn't just want to win, he dismantled Stevenson. The speed differential was the story. Every time Jeremy tried to find his range, Hernandez was already gone and coming back with a 3-punch combo. Well, I'm officially a fan to walk into your debut against a killer like Little Heathens and show that much confidence. That kid is dangerous. He got the wrestling, he's got the hand, and he clearly has Vegas flair. The lightweight division just got a whole lot scarier. Well, now our preliminary main event is up next, and look who's here. It's the man who invented the ground and pound. He is Mark Coleman. He is returning once again and against Walt Harris. And let's now send it down to the octagon. Let's go.
You ready?
And here is Mark Coleman.
Are you ready? Let's go fight.
And here's Walt Harris. And the first round goes underway. This is a preliminary main event, which will be the last of our prelims here. And we will see that kick. Oh, and continuing the power. Continuing the power right there. Mark Coleman is on the ground. He took him down, and will this be ground and pound city today or no? And you can see Mark Coleman now. He might find that power. And look at that. Holding the pressure is him doing that. The coach is telling him to kick him off. But got the crown and pound king.
Hey, elbows!
Mark Coleman, does he still have it? Even at his age of, well, technically he's 64, I believe. And look at that crucifix. He's got that crucifix, and he's gonna deliver the ground and pounds from right there, because he is the ground and pound king, apparently. He invented that specialized move in MMA. And look at this, he tried to grab him by the neck, and now he's gonna ground and pound him like we said. Well, on his back though, Walt Harris.
Start landing those elbows!
Oh, look at that pressure by Mark Coleman. Mark Coleman. Well, now he's got the ground and pounds done. Now he's hitting the ground and pounds. This could be a matter of the end. Well, it's not over yet. Referee did not step in. Normally, with those ground and pounds, the referee would step in. But the referee has not stepped in for that one. Well, Mark Coleman. I mean, he was supervised because, you know, of his age. He had to be supervised. To just be careful in the ring. And some are saying, how do they let him fight in? Well, because TikTok Fight Club is an amateur type league with only professional rules. And only 10 seconds remain. 1 out 5. And there goes the first round. Alright, the legend makes it to the second round without casting himself. At this point, any legend who says he still got it would be heavy breathing. But right now, he's not heavy breathing. But even though he got some off exchange with Harris, but then he drops him with a body slam. That could have been a ground and pound city right there.
You definitely won that round. But you gotta go out there and keep
Set that shot up off your jab. Jab.
Well, they're telling him to set
you
off
ready?
his
You ready?
jab.
Let's go fight.
Oh, and continuing that big punch.
Let's get busy with those hands now, man. Come on, let him go.
Oh, and continuing the challenge by Mark Coleman.
Relax.
Mark Coleman.
Set the pace. Here we go. You're good.
And continuing the powerful shot there from Harris. And Mark Coleman looked rocked. I'm scared for that one.
Hands up, boy. Come on now.
Oh, and continuing the power. And so we were saying that he had to be supervised, and yes, he had to be supervised during fight week because of his age. He did have his MRI done in order to fight, and they cleared him for this fight by the athletic commission. And look at this. Well, he's not known for submissions, but he has it locked in right now. He has that submission locked in. Could he knock him out? Could he submit him? Could he submit him? And it's getting closer. It's getting closer. And he does it.
Whoa.
What a submission victory for Mark Coleman. And let's send it down to Bruce Buffer, and yeah, that submission was very,
Ladies and gentlemen,
strong.
referee Dan Bergliotta calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Mark the Hammer Coleman!
Well, the Hammer has won this contest, everyone. Well, let's now send it down to our... Well, let me go up there to the cage right now. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a referee has called a stop to this contest in the second round, declaring the winner by submission. He is the man. He is Mark the Hammer Coleman. Well, Mark, listen to this crowd. They are chanting your name. You came in here against a massive, dangerous heavyweight in Walt Harris. You took some heavy shots in the first, but you got him on to the floor and finished him. How does it feel to get that first TikTok Fight Club win at this stage of your legendary career? Vlog more. I never stopped believing. Everyone said I was too old, that the game has passed me by, but wrestling is forever. Walt hits like a truck. He caught me early, but I told myself, just get a hand on him. Once I got him down, the hammer came down. I'm 61 years young, and I feel like I'm 21 again. Hammer house his back, baby. Well, we saw that classic ground and pound in the second round. Well, technically, was submission, but you transitioned to the back and locked in, that arm bar. That was the game and plan all along. The plan was to win by any means necessary. I wanted to show these young kids that the old school still has some tricks, but I'm not just a wrestler. I'm a complete mixed martial artist. I want to thank the TikTok Fight Club for giving me a chance to shine under these lights. Las Vegas, I love you, the Hammer House for life. A truly historic moment here here in Vegas, Mark. Before let you go, the preliminary action has come to an incredible close. What do you have to say to the millions watching at home? Listen to me. If you thought the prelims were crazy, you haven't seen nothing yet. The main card is absolutely to be a absolute fireworks. Do not miss it. Head over to Kick right now to watch the main card live. Gaethje, Emmett, Whitaker, it's all happening on Kick. Go now. Well, 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 I am speechless, guys. Mark Coleman just finished Walt Harris in 2026. Coach V, Big Mike, this is the greatest comeback in TikTok Fight Club history. It has to be. Coleman's clinching work was masterful, and he uh, navigated Harris's reach. He stayed chest to chest, and eventually the gas tank of Harris just hit empty, and that was a veteran teaching a masterclass. Well, I'm getting emotional, guys. That's a hero right there. The big ticket got canceled by by the Hammer, and what a way to end the prelims. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the prelims have concluded and switch over to the VG23 network. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this fight. Thank you, and we will see you guys during the main card.